Richie Mo'unga is making headlines with his return to the All Blacks, and as fans, we can't help but feel excited about what this means for the team's future. Mo'unga is set to come back midway through 2026, which means he'll bring some much-needed competition to the fly-half position alongside Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie. With his experience from playing at the Crusaders and his chemistry with current All Blacks coach Scott Robertson, there's a real sense of anticipation that he could help lead the All Blacks to glory in the 2027 Rugby World Cup. Fans, what do you think? Is Mo'unga the key to unlocking our potential in the fly-half position? Go All Blacks in the comments. However, there's a bit of catch. Despite his return, Mo'unga will be held back from playing for the national team due to a loyalty scheme clause from New Zealand Rugby. It's frustrating to see such talent sidelined, especially when we know how crucial he can be. This situation mirrors that of Lester Fainga'anuku, who recently made a stunning impact back home after his time in France, scoring 2 tries in his first game back. It's a shame we won't see Mo'unga in the Rugby Championship, as he could have added so much to our squad. Meanwhile, the All Blacks have included 4 uncapped players in their wider training squad for the upcoming tournament. Simon Parker's elevation to the main 36 after recovering from injury is particularly noteworthy. This is a great story of resilience, and it will be interesting to see how much game time he earns in the Rugby Championship. What do you think about these new additions? Do they have what it takes to make a difference for the All Blacks? Please share your thoughts. On another note, while Newcastle is making positive strides with new investments and signings, we're focusing on our beloved All Blacks. It's good to see teams like Newcastle getting the support they need, but our eyes are firmly on the All Blacks and their path to success. Lastly, with the Scarlets acquiring a stake from the House of Luxury Group, there's a hint of optimism in Welsh rugby. Yet, it's hard not to feel a bit skeptical given the mixed results of outside investments in the past. As All Black supporters, we always want to see our rivals struggle, and perhaps this will be another case of false hope for them. As we look ahead, the All Blacks have some tough decisions to make, especially regarding player eligibility and the impact of these governing body clauses. It's a tricky balance between keeping players domestic and ensuring we have the best talent available for international competition. What do you think about the current state of the All Blacks? Are we on the right path, or do we need to reassess our strategies? Let's hear your opinions. Comment with your thoughts, and let us know which city you're representing. Go All Blacks! Richie Mo'unga is making a significant return to the All Blacks, and it's sparking quite the conversation among fans. After spending 3 years in Japan, Mo'unga has signed a short-term deal with New Zealand Rugby, set to rejoin the team in 2026. Although there's a catch, he won't be eligible to play until October of that year. His return could be a game-changer as the All Blacks gear up for the 2027 Rugby World Cup in Australia. Scotty Stevenson, a prominent sports pundit, believes Mo'unga's management has navigated this situation brilliantly. He points out that after all the effort put into bringing him back, it would be surprising if Mo'unga is sidelined for the first few months. It's a curious position for New Zealand Rugby to take, especially when they've been chasing his signature for so long. Fans, what do you think? Can you imagine Mo'unga sitting on the sidelines while the team embarks on an important tour to South Africa? Drop your thoughts and comments. Go All Blacks! What's particularly fascinating is the discussion around the depth at the fly-half position. Currently, Beauden Barrett and Damian McKenzie are vying for the number 10 jersey, with Ruben Love also in the mix. While all are talented players, Stevenson emphasizes that Mo'unga is the only true fly-half among them. He brings experience from 2 Rugby World Cups, and that kind of pedigree could be crucial for the All Blacks as they look to build a solid foundation heading into 2027. Stevenson also made an interesting point about the importance of depth at the fly-half position, recalling the All Blacks' 2011 World Cup triumph. Many fans might remember the panic when Dan Carter was ruled out due to injury. It was Colin Slade and Aaron Cruden who stepped up, proving that depth can be the difference between victory and defeat. As we look forward, it's vital to have a strong fly-half in the squad, and Mo'unga could be that player. Israel Dag, an All Blacks great, echoed similar sentiments, sharing his own experiences from the 2011 World Cup. He remembered the devastation when Carter got injured, but was amazed at how other players rose to the occasion, highlighting just how essential it is to have reliable backups. With Barrett approaching 36 by the next World Cup, it's clear that Mo'unga's return is not just about the present, but also about laying the groundwork for the future. As fans, we know how critical it is to have a solid strategy for the team. It will be intriguing to see how Mo'unga fits into the plans when he returns. The All Blacks' success could very well hinge on the decisions made now regarding their fly-half situation. So, what do you think about Mo'unga's return? Is he the right choice for the All Blacks as they prepare for the next World Cup? Let us know your thoughts along with your city in the comments. Go All Blacks. It seems the saga surrounding the legacy of Jonah Lomu, one of the greatest All Blacks, has taken a troubling turn. Narrated Lomu, Jonah's widow, is stepping forward with some serious claims against an Australian publisher and the author of a new book titled Immortals. She argues that they have used her late husband's image without permission, breaching the trademark rights established in 1997. This is a significant issue that raises questions about respect and ownership in the world of sports, especially when it concerns a figure as iconic as Lomu. Nadine's frustration is palpable. She's not just speaking for herself, but also for her sons, Brayley and Dyrell, who have a stake in their father's legacy. It's understandable that they would want to protect his image and name, especially in a world where commercial exploitation can run rampant. The fact that they found Jonah's image on the cover of a book that's supposed to honor him is incredibly disheartening. It's a reminder that while tributes are important, they should not come at the expense of a family's rights. This situation brings up a vital conversation about how we honor our sports heroes. Shouldn't there be a level of respect that prevents people from profiting off someone's legacy without consent? Nadine makes a strong point when she mentions that respecting someone isn't about commercializing their image without legal permission. It seems like common sense, right? She's calling for accountability, and it's hard to argue with her sentiment. On the other hand, the publisher, Rockpool, defended their use of Lomu's image, claiming it was meant as a tribute. But is that a valid excuse? Tributes should come from a place of respect and should involve the family if they are to be genuine. It's one thing to celebrate a legend. It's another to exploit their memory for profit. What do you think, All Blacks fans? Should there be stricter regulations on how legends like Jonah Lomu are commemorated? Do you feel that his family has every right to protect his legacy from commercial exploitation? Go All Blacks in the comments. As for the legal aspects, experts are weighing in, and there seems to be a gray area regarding whether the use of Lomu's likeness constitutes fair use or trademark infringement. This could set a precedent for how other sports figures are treated in the future. It's a complicated situation that could have significant implications for the All Blacks and their legacy. In conclusion, Narrated Lomu's fight to protect her husband's legacy is commendable and necessary. It's about time that we, as fans and supporters of the All Blacks, uphold the integrity of our heroes. What are your thoughts on this matter? Where are you from? And what do you think about the way Jonah Lomu's legacy is being handled? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. It's been an intriguing time for the Crusaders, especially with the potential departure of their standout flanker, Tom Christie. The Newcastle Falcons, propelled by a recent takeover by Red Bull, are reportedly eyeing Christie as part of their ambitious plans to bolster their squad. As a dedicated All Blacks fan, it's hard not to feel a mix of concern and curiosity about what this means for Christie's future and the overall landscape of New Zealand rugby. Tom Christie has been nothing short of exceptional for the Crusaders in recent years. At just 27, he's in his prime and a key figure in their Super Rugby Pacific victory, having started in all 3 knockout matches, including that nail-biting final against the Chiefs. His hard work and tenacity on the field have made him a favorite among fans. However, it's puzzling and frankly disappointing that he hasn't yet received a call-up to the All Blacks. With the likes of Artie Savia and Duplessis Karifi in the mix, it seems Christie has been overlooked despite his stellar performances. What do you think, All Blacks fans? Should Christie have been included in the national squad? Go All Blacks and share your thoughts in the comments. If Christie decides to make the leap to Newcastle, it could be a smart financial move for him. especially since overseas clubs can offer more lucrative contracts. It's a tough situation. Do we want to see our talented players stay and fight for a spot in the All Blacks? Or do we understand their need to secure their futures? Perhaps this could be a wake-up call for the selectors to reconsider how they value players who consistently perform at a high level. On the other hand, there's also buzz around Finlay Christie, the Blues scrum half, who has been linked to Newcastle as well. With his recent recall to the All Black squad due to injuries in the team, it will be interesting to see how this affects his decision-making. He's got talent, but with Cortez Radama likely starting against Argentina, there's no guarantee he'll get the playing time he needs to solidify his spot. As fans, we want to see our players thrive, whether it's in black or abroad. What are your thoughts on the potential moves of Tom and Finlay Christie? Are they making the right decisions? Let's hear from you. Drop your comments below, including your city and your opinion about the All Blacks.